we say devil. They say, oh, you saying the white man is the devil? What do I mean? You saying he is, ask them next time they ask you that. Is the white man the devil? Ask them, they going to say, you mean the white man is the devil? What do I ask them, what do I mean when I say devil? They going to be stuck. They're not going to say, are you saying he's the one in the Bible that we're just going to burn in hell in?
They all come together as one.
Come on.
Absolute devil. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. They don't know. They're going to be stuck if you ask them that. But then if we break down what we mean by devil, and they'll see that nature has opposition against you. Katrina was the devil to people in New Orleans. That was devilishment coming and tearing all them houses up. You see what I'm making? So anything that can destroy a race of people and kill and entrap and steal all their resources and have them think less than themselves is the devil. And anybody who institute that on any particular level is participating in devilishment. And if your nature is to put your race on top, it's for the survival of your species, then you cannot help but to be a devilishment to those who are outside of your species. Do you see what I mean? You can't help it. Because he knows that if you sleep with his woman, that he will no longer exist. Because he will be bred out. So you're a devil to him. He can no longer exist forever. Because you slept with his woman. So he had to promote inferior images of a person who's more biologically powerful than him. Do you see what I'm making? For his own survival. Do you understand what I'm making? If he can make you look less, all his women will be with you. Because if you stand a European here physically and a black man here physically, the black man is working with more. So he has to create psychological warfare to turn his woman off of black people. To turn the world off of black people so that he can survive. Because if he say, I'm just going to leave black people alone, they're fine, they're okay, they're all good, I'm going to leave them alone, all his women will be with us. Do you understand what I'm making? Why wouldn't they want better? But he has to create these inferior images. All black people are thugs and gangbangers and ignorants and niggers and watermelon eaters and coons. He has to promote this image to his white woman and his white daughter. Because all she sees this man with this big slong, with all these muscles and this melanin. You understand the point I'm making? That's nothing but beauty to her by nature. So he got to go and demonstratize all that to make sure he still exists on the planet. Because she said, Daddy, what's wrong with that? He's working with more than you are, Daddy. Oh, he's a coon. He's a watermelon. He's a watermelon eater. They're all from the jungle. Don't look at them, honey. You feel what I'm making? But she's mesmerized by the biological packet that we're working with. Our strength and virility and fertility. You see the point I'm making? They're obsessed with the black man. So they got to create these inferior images because by nature, we are more better than they are. You only got to put down that which is actually good. You only got to demonstratize something that's actually divine. Right? Because if we really wasn't nothing and wasn't about nothing, well, why you got to put so much work into presenting it? If it's obvious black people are ignorant and stupid and all that, then it don't need your propaganda. It don't need your promotion. It don't need advertisements. It don't need marketing groups and military strategies. And it don't need that because it's a reality. Black people ain't nothing. But since that's not true, he had to create millions of dollars and invest and put up labor and use strategies and devote his life and energy to making sure that we stay on the bottom. Because if his strategy ever failed, just like they going to Jamaica, white women trying to rent dreads. Literally, they go to Jamaica just to find them some rosters to get with. And that's what he's afraid of on a massive level. You see what I'm making? That's just a microcosmic example of what would happen if he stopped demonstratizing our image. Because it's not natural for them to see us as being evil. That ain't even natural.
Right, exactly.
White people love dogs. Do you understand the point I'm making? If you love a dog, you cannot hate a beautiful bronze black deity. Do you understand what I'm making? It takes propaganda for a person to love a dog and hate a man. You understand what I'm making? A slobbing, drooling, hairy, smelly dog. You have more love for them than human beings. There are more pet shops than black bookstores. There are more pet shops than food pantries. They do more for their dogs than they do for human beings. It's not natural for any type of woman to love a dog. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if they can love a dog but hate a man, that is a propagandic strategy. That is a strategy. So my point is that's if they knew that if they stopped demonetizing us and destroying our image, they would be bred out of the universe. And the next generations and generations of us to come will be melanated people. And it will be getting darker and darker and darker. And that's really necessary. Because the Europeans are fighting against nature. Because when the sun gets hotter, the only way they'll survive is if they start melanating these children. Because it's getting hotter. And he's making sure because he's destroying the ozone. So it's getting hotter even faster than it naturally was going to get. Because this was going to get hotter anyway. It was going to get hot anyway. It didn't take global warming for it to get hot. It was on that course anyway. So if it's getting hotter, how is he going to survive without no melanin? So he's challenging and living in the fantasy of the reality of his own natural destruction. You see the point I'm making? So he said, at least I can live in Disney World for a little while. He knows that his time is coming to an end. That's why he's so selfish. He said, well, let's live it up. Let's live it up. Why? Because your days are numbered. That's how a person who knows they're going to die lives more recklessly and carelessly, right? Than a person who knows they're going to live. So he don't care about the planet because he knows the planet does not care about him. That's deep. He don't care about the planet because the planet don't care about him. So I want to get that garlic to you before you leave. I'll do that right now. I'll make sure I do that before you leave. It's no big deal. Okay.
That's right there, bro.
What the top set, man? And I'm going to end this talking about my favorite subject, which is the black woman. Because the materialisticness in our society is due to our black woman. And it's not a woman bashing thing. A lot of sisters have looked at my DVDs with some of the clips I put on there from blacktown.net of the brother. And they say, oh, you bashing women. You know, what you talking about, you're against women and this, that, and the other. You seem like the woman is being attacked. This is what they're saying. And the information is not to bash women. But it's a fact. How many women revolutionaries have been assassinated or died trying to save black people? Name one. Well, we can go down the list. Fred Hampton, Mark Clark, Malcolm X. We can go down the list. The list is innumerable of black people who have died. Black men that have died for our people. But we can't name the black women who have. Because our women have an integrity issue. That is the job of the black man to be a revolutionary, and it's not the job of the woman. Your job is to help her live the American dream and be a revolutionary with some integrity to your community on the side. That cultural framework has to go. It is just much of the woman's responsibility to build a nation as it is the black man's. It is not the woman's responsibility to live the American dream and laugh and make fun of the black man for being on the revolution. When it's her sons that are going to jail. You understand the point I'm making? That's her sons. It's her daughters that's getting raped and put out on drugs and turned into prostitutes. Because she had the men in the society on her personal materialistic missions versus going